The real one is in a woman who know her worth, like Alicia Keys be saying in them songs. Them women have to know their worth. You gotta know, a woman gotta know her worth, what a woman's worth is. She gotta know what her worth is. If she put herself out like this, that, and the other, that's how you gonna be respected. But if you present yourself in another way, then you can get Prince Charming or something like that. But if you sent yourself out like this, that, and other, that's what you gonna get, man. You only gonna get what you put out like that. And I'll go to say, even if you try to do that, you might still end up with a person like that, because they like to deceive you just to get with you. Some people be like, oh, I'm this, or hey, I'm that, I'm this, that one. Next thing you know, you like, dang, I didn't know you gonna say all that to me, and I'm trying to put my heart and time into you. You understand? I'm not trying to call you out of your name, disrespect you, dog you, manipulate you, call you A, B, C, D down the alphabet of the cursing dictionary. You understand? But what I'm trying to do is be a gentle person. I'm trying to be a gentle person, a gentleman. So gentle mean I'm gentle. I'm not radical like that. I learned that from my days I was influenced by, for real, I'll tell you, I was listening to too much Tupac and stuff. I was listening to too many other people, and I was hanging out with the wrong people, and I started calling them women broads and stuff like that. And then I was like, man, that ain't gonna get nowhere with this. That's the most heartache ever. So I started saying, hey, beautiful, you are kind, you are lovely, you look nice today, stuff like that. I would say that if person give you enough time, they won't even give you. Sometimes you gotta work with people, and and stuff like that. You gotta work with them and tell them like, look, hey, beautiful, or hey, you wonderful, or something positive. When they used to hearing everything negative, you have to still communicate and speak words of life. I try to speak people into who they may not even feel like they are, and still be like, hey, today you still lovely, or even if they don't accept that well, they don't accept beautiful, I still be like, I found something good to say, to put myself in a good place where they ain't gonna keep saying that I said, you abroad or something, because that ain't where I'm coming from. I don't want them rewards. You understand? But even if a person feel like that temporarily, I still got enough love to pray them out of that. You understand? But I wouldn't, put myself in a situation like that. No, I wouldn't. That's unhealthy. I think a little bit before Valentine's, I was saying that to love your neighbor as yourself. So I'm still going into that. You still have to love your neighbor as yourself, and if you don't want to be called that, then don't say that. You understand? Don't say these things. You don't want to speak these things. You don't want to reap these things as a harvest. No one needs to experience another casualty. Like I said, I lost my cousin, a real gangster, to that type of lifestyle, and to this day I still deal with that, and I wish I could have said something to help him, but if I can't say him, man, at least I try to say somebody else. And I try to tell these young people, Like, and even older, when man, I wouldn't want to see none of y'all lose y'all life, for real. I would try to do everything I can to see y'all saved, man. And you take this time out to say stuff like this, to really see you change and that you get there. You know what I'm saying? That you really need to receive this in all truth. I'm to promote this, to promote myself, in this at all. This is not even about me tonight. This is about other people, and I'm the time out. This is more than money for me, man. I'd rather say this because if I can save a life, then everything I ever need, I'm going to reap the benefits of them, I'm going to reap the benefits of what I need, and people they experiencing this, and they saying this out of hurt, they saying this out of frustration, they saying these things, and so my happiness don't come in, doing a lot of the activities that everybody else do. I just became super indulged with seeing people get it right. And that day when I feel like people got that, that's when my happiness come. When I see that people is happy again, for real, where they can not show no hatred, then that's the day when I'm going to be happy, for real. I'll be really happy, when I see, even if they tend to do slip up a little bit here and there, there's a mercy right there. But if you can love your neighbor and all that, you understand? That's what I want to see happen. I want to see that happen, where no matter what you do everything and enjoy it. You can enjoy it, but I just say, man, try to just do it out of love. You understand? You can enjoy yourself, and can't nobody, you set the standard where you at. Be like, look, you ain't coming in to do this, that, and the other. You coming in off of the love tip. That's where I'm at. And I'm here to do this, but I ain't gonna be here for all of it. Cause some people will be like, they want you to hear all their stuff, and they don't want to hear all your stuff. So it's gotta be equal. You understand? Because then you have to tell them the same thing they tell you, to go to God. And you don't want to, my God, you don't want to be in a position where you have to do that. You have to be the mature one and say, even though you said this, that, and the other to me, I'm going to have the heart that, hey, you ever need me, you know what I'm saying? I know the other day or the week or the last month, you was going through something very harsh, and you sometimes you don't even have to bring it up to them. You don't even have to let that person know that, hey, I was offended by what you said. You just got to forgive them, and move right along. And these are some of the ways that you can stop some of the stuff that's going on. You may or may not believe that, that's fine, but it's evidently true why some of these shootings went on in around the world. Some of these shootings happen because of these words that I talked about on this little, I wasn't trying to make it too deep, but I did want to cover the roots of everything. There's a root to everything, and sometimes it start off because of these words. Sometimes it'd be like, why did it start off? Did it start off because of this? Did it start off because of that? Sometimes it can be like somebody just said something over some words, and I bet you most of them, if they really tally them up, they'll find out most of them killings happen because they spoke words of death. It was because one person cursed at another. We don't talk about that. That happened like that. But where I come from, that's what 9 times out of 10, what happened. You call somebody a cussing word and you cussed them out and they came back, frustration, or they kinfolk came back and they retaliated. Somebody retaliated. So we want to stop this. I mean, if you don't want that as a harvest, man, all I can say is, and I feel bad about it. Losing any more people, you understand, in creation. I feel like Almighty God, the creator of all of us, would feel bad if any of us perish because of the lack of knowledge. And what I'm talking about is something that we need to know about. We don't need to be destroyed for the lack of knowledge on tonight or never in our life. We don't need to be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And I'm gonna leave it at that on this note here. Instead of saying the negative words, find something gracefully. And you might not understand that because maybe you were birthed into this functionality or something like that. But I would say you really just pray. Some of y'all need to just go to God real. You might not talk to him openly, like, God, this is me. I'm here. I am like this, but you really just need to just go into the prayer, man. You understand? We really gotta go into prayer, and granted that we all face stuff that we face. You understand? We face all kind of stuff, but there is hope for all of us. There is hope for each and every one of us. So we got to do different. We got to dare to be different. We got to dare to be different. It's time for us to dare to be different. We don't have to do this. Let's really start to enjoy one another again. Let's enjoy one another again. It's time for us to be that way. It's time for us to really be there for one another in spirit and in truth. You understand? And if you any real person would, look at that and say, you know what, go through the list of how many people you lost. What either happened is because either the person was like that and they killed somebody, or somebody initiated it that was like that. And let's try to figure out some solutions and to the problems. Let's become problem solvers, in our own houses and communities. We don't need these things to be happening. We need to really, really reflect back on these things. We need to reflect back on, it's the truth, as much as people will or will not receive it, as long as it's being said, it's a work that somebody got to do and have enough heart to do it. Some people don't have enough heart to really say that, because they fear something. But this was like probably my second or third time actually doing something like on this level, you understand? And I feel that I need to go in that area. I will.